Hi there, I'm just going to explain where the shortcut formula for compound interest questions comes from. Okay, so we've got an example here that Marie invests £4,000 at 2.5% compound interest per annum, per year. How much does she have in her account at the end of 3 years? So here's one way we could do it. After year 1, we're going to increase £4,000 by 2.5% by using this decimal multiplier. If you're not sure about decimal multipliers, how they work, you're really going to need them for this topic, so I suggest watching the video that's going to appear at the top of the screen. Okay, so that gives us £4,100. After year 2, we start with £4,100 and we increase that by 2.5%, so we times by 1.025 again. And that gives us £4,202.50. After year 3, we start with that amount and we're going to increase that by 2.5%. This is the whole thing behind compound interest. We're getting interest on our previously earned interest. And that gives us £4,307.56 and then an extra little bit as well. But of course, this being money, we would round that to 2 decimal places, so that would be 56 pence. So that's what she's got at the end of 3 years, but that's quite a lot of working, especially if this were an exam question. That would take a little bit of time and it'd probably only be worth about 2 marks. So here's a shortcut way to do it. We never really needed to press equals at this stage after year 1 to find that amount. That was not what was asked in the question. They just asked what we had at the end of 3 years. So after year 1, that was the calculation. We could have immediately pressed times 1.025 again without having pressed equals, and that would have been the amount after year 2. But similarly, we didn't have to press equals there either. We could have immediately times by 1.025 again, and that would be the whole amount after 3 years. So there's one quicker calculation we could have done. But even quicker than that would be to start with our initial amount. And can you think of a way that we could condense all of this in a calculation? Well, when we times by the same thing 3 times, we can times by that thing cubed. Okay, so timesing by 1.2025 3 times is the same as timesing by 1.025 to the power of 3. So in general, for a compound interest question or a compound depreciation question, you start with your initial amount and you multiply by the multiplier to the power of however many times it's happening. Most of the time that's the number of years. Okay, thanks for watching, guys.